What's up, everybody? It's your bros Vaughn Joseph, as always, and here's what's happening in your world this week. So as most of you probably know, there's this huge thing going on with Apple right now. They have the FBI coming at them. They want them to unlock this phone. They've got an iPhone from the terrorists that had shot up all those people in San Bernardino, California. Apple says we're not going to do it. The FBI wants them to create some sort of software to go past the passwords that's set up on the phone, because once you try and enter it in 10 times and you fail, wipes the phone. Issue of national security, if you ask me. I get why Apple doesn't want to do it, but at the same time, lives might be at stake here. So, you know, just this one time, maybe do it. Done. The issue is that the FBI wants to be in on it. So when it comes to later on down the line, they want to be able to utilize the software again and then be able to hack into these phones. I don't understand why Apple's making such a big deal about it. They were in cahoots with a guy that was part of some shady stuff to this finger unlocking aspect on the phones. Do the research on that. It links all the way back to the NSA and the guys that Edward Snowden used to, they hired Edward Snowden. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with that. So I don't know. We'll see how that all pans out. So in entertainment news this week, free pizza. We've got the Oscars coming up this weekend. We've got, is it Jamie Foxx that's going to be hosting? No, Chris Rock. Sorry. So Chris Rock, congratulations to him. I'm not going to talk about all that hoopla about boycotting because, you know, there's not enough black nominees, or there are no black nominees. We're not talking about that. We're here to talk about free pizza. My man, comedian Jonas Garvin, can appreciate free pizza and free vodka. So that's really just water. It's empty. So Pizza Hut's going to celebrate the Oscars by giving away free pizza to those that share the same names as British nominees. Sorry, America, that's only over here in the UK. So if your name is Christian, Eddie, Tom, Mark, Charlotte, or Kate, for like Kate Winslet, Charlotte Rampling, Mary, or Mark Rylance, Tom Hardy, Eddie Redmayne, and Christian Bale, you can get a free pizza from Pizza Hut. That's amazing. So go into Pizza Hut, show them your ID. If you have a first name that matches any of those nominees from Britain, get yourself a free pizza. It's only going to be for the first 50 people that arrive at the participating free Pizza Hut. That's pretty cool. Oh, and Pizza Hut now has a hash brown crust. What? Unbelievable. So, outside of that, in the world news, Nissan Leaf is an electric car. I'm not familiar with, I don't think I've ever seen one, but they've got some sort of electric hack that's going on right now. It's allowing hackers to get inside of people's cars' software, and the electronic vehicles companion app is what it's called. It's also they can get data from the driver, their journeys, and they can be spied on from inside their car from this hack. So kind of crazy stuff. So the guy that was doing this report says it's going to give them about a firm month or so to fix the issue, but they wanted to decide to make it public. So Nissan is working on a fix for it right now, but the problem as it sits remains unresolved. If you've never signed in to your Car Wings account on your Nissan Leaf, then you've got nothing to worry about. I really hate that, all this tracking software on your cars and so on and so forth. That's just crazy stuff to me. So it's like, over here in England, we've got this safe drivers reward programs where you can get an app, you put it on your phone, and then you let the insurance company track your driving so that they can give you a discount on it. That's at least how they market it as. I don't want to be tracked. If I have OnStar in a car, I'm disengaging it as soon as I get the car. I don't want anybody following me around or knowing where I've been. Forget it. I've been noticing like a lot of Wi-Fi hotspots everywhere. When I was in California, everywhere had Wi-Fi hotspot. And you sign up and agree to their terms and conditions, You don't even know what you're agreeing to. They might be saying that you have to agree to allow the government to know where your phone is. Who knows? Not getting into conspiracy stuff, but that's just my thoughts on that. So, in sporting news, you guys, RG3, that amazing quarterback, remember that guy? Washington Redskins, hasn't played in a while, injuries and so on. So, he's out of there. They said they're going to open him up for trade. So hopefully maybe we can get him to Detroit. Got my goofy ass hat on, as brother Bobby Glanton Smith would say. Likes my goofy hats, hates my goofy hats, but I keep wearing my goofy hats. Anyway, send RG3 to the D. So Detroit also has a new quarterback coach as well. So they've got Brian Callahan. He's been around football his entire life, you guys. He was a backup quarterback at one of the best high school programs in the country. He was a walk-on quarterback at Division I UCLA. And his father, Bill Callahan, he was a head coach for the Oakland Raiders in the University of Nebraska. So this guy's pedigree is long. So for the Detroit Lions to get this guy as their new quarterback coach, amazing. So bring RG3 over to him. Let him sort out Detroit. Because, I love Matthew Stafford. He's got all kinds of club records and a lot of NFL records. But Matt Stafford is getting old. It's showed in his last year's performance. He's getting old. I hate to say it. Didn't win the championship. Didn't do much for the team this year. I give him one, maybe two more seasons, and he's got to, sit out second string time for Matthew Stafford. Sorry. In your local news, if you're in California, this is just like technology news almost, really. California. So there's a Hollywood hospital. I think it was called Hollywood Presbyterian Medical Center. That's it. They were hacked. They were hacked by these hackers, you guys, and then they weren't able to get into any of their computer accounts. So these hackers then made them pay a ransom of 40 Bitcoin to get these codes to unlock their whole entire computer infrastructure. That's about $17,000 for them to be able to unlock your medical records, anything that went on in that hospital. They had no access to for almost a week. Now, I know this happened about a week and a half ago or last week, but it's just now coming to fruition last week, and we just couldn't fit it onto the show last week. So they demanded 40 Bitcoins, and to me this sets a really bad precedent because they paid it. I mean, I know they had to. They tried for a week or so to get it, unlocked. The FBI was investigating, but they were not successful at doing it, so they had to pay. Remember the Sony hack for the Seth Rogen and what's his name, James Franco film, The Interview, in South Korea? They say hacked into Sony and shut them down. So that cost Sony something like $15 million, I think. So that is clearly the new war front. Cyber attacks, they can hold your company hostage and then you just pay up and then they keep on moving. Crazy stuff. So now for the what segment of the show tonight. What was that? We've got two, so we're gonna change it up a little bit going forward. We're gonna let you guys decide what is the most ridiculous story of the week. So we've got two, you guys pick. So for years, apparently, scientists have been puzzled by a humming sound thousands of feet below the surface of the Pacific Ocean. The humming was first noticed when scientists dropped hydrophones in the ocean in order to study the songs of the migrating humpback whales